Hello everyone, my name is Tona Brown and this is my web blog. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about the Transgender Day of Remembrance. I've been very fortunate enough to have been asked to perform for quite a few over the years as a mezzo soprano and also as a violinist, and sometimes doing both on one program. And this holiday is really important for people to know about because it's the one time where the city, the state, or a community center or a church or whoever's putting this on acknowledges hate crimes towards transgender people. My first Transgender Day of Remembrance, I don't remember the year, I think it was in 2005 or 6, and I was asked to come and sing some spirituals and some sacred music. And I really didn't know what to expect. But after reading about it, I realized, wow, this is something that's really important. And, I should know more about this. And I remember sitting there with my candle, and all of a sudden, they're reading off these names. And you're seeing these pictures. And it's one after one after one after one. Thousands of people who were killed in heinous, malicious, brutal killings. And it was overwhelming. It was too much. I was crying. Other people knew some of these men and women who had been killed. Some raped, then killed. Some strangled. Some stabbed. It was just horrific. And to believe that in America today this happens, and usually it's not reported. And now, thankfully, we're starting to see that the media is acknowledging this issue. We're starting to see that they're using the right pronouns for these people who have been killed, whether it was because they were just walking up the street going to the mall and some man came up to them and blew them away. Now, who knows if it was just because they were transgendered or not, or whether they were working on a stroll doing sex work, which is still not an excuse for anyone being killed at all. At all. Um, it was deeply disturbing to see. And I realized why my parents were so scared for me growing up. And I vowed that whenever I was asked and I was available, that I was going to always perform for at least one Transgender Day of Remembrance ceremony somewhere, in the DMV area, if I could. And I have been doing that. I really have. I think it's very important. I think that it's a memorial that more people need to know about and that people need to support. And even if you're not transgendered or in the LGBT community, just to know that this is happening is eye opening and astonishing, to say the least, because here I am, part of the LGBT community, and until I went to my first one, I had no idea the statistics of those that are brutally murdered in our community. It's far worse than any other community. And a lot of the times, as I stated before, it's not reported on. We don't know the names of the individuals. And the media, up until recent, didn't care. It was like, oh, these people are, weirdos anyway, so we're not even going to report that this has happened. So thankfully that is slowly changing, and I think that it's going to get better and better within time. But I would love to see more people at these ceremonies. I know I was just asked to possibly perform at one in Baltimore this year, and I do look forward to doing that. The city of Baltimore is very, very forward in their thinking that bringing awareness to this issue will help to develop change. And because there's a very large transgender community in Baltimore that is heavily that has a lot of minorities, excuse me, I was very, very proud to meet different people on different boards, and even to bring acknowledgement to the mayor, Stephanie Rawlins Blake, who does a lot to let people know that these ceremonies are happening and that the city supports these ceremonies, and hopefully that will spread around America. She does a press conference, and she tries her best to attend, and it's just really remarkable. So I just want to take a few minutes to say that I definitely support the National Transgender Day of Remembrance. I would like to see something else. I would like to see a more of a celebration of the lives of those that left or were killed. I'm sorry, not that left, they were killed. I would like to see more of a celebration, more of getting to know who that person was, all of the wonderful things about them. And of course, there's so many names that they can't do that. But it might even have to be on another day. But for those of us that knew some of these men and women, that's what we want to see. We want to remember them for the remarkable people that they were, not for being slain. um, so I just wanted to say a few comments about the National Transgender Day of Remembrance. It is November 20th, all around the country. Feel free to Google it and see if there's something going on near your area, in your state or in your town. If you are someone that would like to do one yourself, please do the research and do it. Spread awareness of this issue. So I just want to take a few moments and talk about that. And for those that will be in Baltimore, I think I'm going to be performing at City Hall. No, First Unitarian Church. Sorry, First Unitarian Church this year. I can't wait to see you, and I look forward to meeting you. So thank you very much for taking the time out to look at my video about TDOR, or the Transgender Day of Remembrance. Bye.